Hi everyone, this is Steven from Taraxa. I'm here to talk about how we introduce ordering in our block DAG network. And last time we talked about this idea of weights or popularity as a way we establish ordering. So for example, if we have this block DAG right here, all we have to do is calculate weights, is basically count up how many blocks are really pointing to a specific block. So for example, this one has 1, no one's pointing to it, it's pointing to this guy, so he has 1 plus 1 is 2. This guy has 9, so it's 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 is 9. So that's how we establish weights. Now we talk about this idea of this anchor chain, right? So what is the anchor chain? The anchor chain, you can think of it as sort of the heaviest chain at every single step of the DAG, right? If the blocks are sort of the popularity score, then this anchor chain is like the most popular path, right, through the block DAG. Okay, so what are the most popular paths? Well, you start with this one, 18. 18 has 3 things pointing to it. 4, 9, 4. The biggest one is 9. So this is the guy. This is another step on the anchor chain. This has 3 guys pointing to it. There's a tie here, 3 and 3. That just use lowest hash. Let's say this guy has the lowest hash. So this is the path. And then this guy has 1 guy pointing to it. So it's going to be this guy. He only has 1 guy pointing to it. So it's going to be this guy. Okay. All right. So now we have our anchor chain, or the most popular path. The way we establish ordering is now to find, well, sort of like, who are the friends, right? Who are the friends of the popular crowd here, right? So then we draw epochs, right? We sort of group them as like a single epoch or a single group of people. So first guy, well, he's sort of by himself, so that's the epoch. Next guy, 9, he's also sort of by himself. It's only really pointing to the previous guy, right? This guy is pointing to 2 other blocks, so this is the third epoch. Right here, right? And then the next guy has another pointing to it, and this guy is pointing to him. All right, so now we have our epochs, right? So now we have our epochs, and then now we just start ordering according to the epochs, right? Very easy. This guy's number 1, right? Number 1. This guy's number 2. This guy is not number 3 because, as you see, these 2 blocks actually came before him, right? Because he's pointing to them. That means obviously these came before him, or else he wouldn't be pointing to them. Again, we say we use a tiebreaker. Let's say this one came first, so this is 3, 4, and then this guy is 5. And then we go to this one. So obviously this guy came before him, so he's 6, 7. And we go to this one. This guy came before him, 8, 9. So right there, we now have absolute ordering throughout the entire block DAG network, right? In our actual implementation, it's actually a bit more complex. In order to encourage faster convergence, we actually have 2 types of special pointers: a ghost pointer versus just an acknowledgement pointer, and the weight is only calculated based on a ghost pointer. But that's an implementation detail. This is the rough idea of how things work, right? Well, then let's think about, well, what if we introduce an attack vector here, right? Let's say I'm trying to attack somebody, and I create a secret chain, 4 blocks long, right? And I create a secret chain 4 blocks long. Great, right here. All right. So now, what are the weights, right? The weight is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Because this chain is secret, the attacker creating secret, there's nobody else that's really pointing to it, because right here, at this 4th sort of level, it suddenly published, right, this chain of blocks. Nobody else is pointing to it. Now, what happens, right, in this block DAG scenario, right? Well, actually, this attack completely fails, right? Because these blocks are in no way going to be ordered ahead of any of the blocks here, right? Why is it not going to be attacked? Well, first of all, no anchor block is pointing to any of these blocks. It's impossible to point to them because they've never seen these blocks before until they got published right here, right? These will get included only after maybe another guy came over here and on this node that says, oh, I see you here, point to that. Well, then guess what? This entire thing is going to be ordered after all of this thing, and it would have attacked for, nothing. Its attack would have been completely rendered useless. So this is an excellent way to increase throughput, enforce ordering, and also defeat the secret chain attack. Okay. Next time we'll take some time to talk about the benefits of VDF and VRF and why it's an energy efficient alternative to proof of work. Thanks.